Hey guys, Dark Fox here, back again with another video. We're going to be continuing with Do Not Take This Cat Home. Now, when we last left off, we ended up taking a nap into oblivion, and I honestly can't even remember what the other thing was. Oh yeah, we were cleaning to death, I guess? Something like that. Anywho, let's get back to this. Last time we clicked sleep next to the cat, so this time we're going to be moving the cat. You tentatively nudge the cat in an attempt to make it move on its own. It doesn't budge in the slightest. Keep trying. This is your bed. You push a little more firmly this time. The cat sounds annoyed with you. We know this doesn't usually end well when the cat is angry. Again, you will sleep in your own bed. Oh. The cat opens one yellow eye and slides it up to look at you. Oh yeah, you ain't happy, oh yeah. Is its voice a little deeper than before? Move the cat. I hit the wrong button again. That's a very big theme for this game for me. You move forward. Ready to shove the... I didn't even get to finish reading that. Gah! You're thrown back by some invisible force and crash into the dresser before falling to the ground. Ugh. Wind knocked out of you. You look up in a daze. You don't quite comprehend what it is you're seeing. A strong, swirling wind has picked up, throwing items all over the place. As if a miniature hurricane had just taken form in your room. And right there, in the center of it all, is the cat. Okay, well, the cat's an airbender now. Hovering in the air above the bed. Its eyes open, glowing like molten lava. Its voice is definitely a bit deeper. It's going to hell. Or it's taking hell. It's bringing hell with it. You watch as a vortex rips open in the center of your bed, and panic as the swirling wind turns into a vacuum, dragging you towards the bed. Grr. Your nails catch and tear as you desperately try to cling to the carpet, the floorboards, and any and every piece of furniture within your reach. Bloody fingers slipping clumsily on every surface. But there's nothing you can do. As you touch the vortex, your body starts to disintegrate. Tiny particles of your body separating and floating into nothing. The last thing you see is the cat landing nimbly on the bed and kneading at your sheets, before it curls up and falls back asleep. Ending 5. Do not disturb. Okay, I'm curious which endings I've actually gotten. Okay, so yeah, I've started to get some of the closer ones, but alright. So, we're still missing 3 and 4. It has to be somewhere between these. So, let's see what options we got. Keep cleaning, catch the cat in the act. We did those already. No, we're not saving. I've made that mistake before. Is it this one? Do something alone? Yeah, I still have one more thing. Okay, we went clean apartment and take nap. Our 2 other options are watch a movie. You're not tired enough for a nap, but you're too lazy to get started on any of your chores. So you decide to watch a movie. You get dressed in your favorite pajamas, make some popcorn, with an obscene amount of butter, and head over to your armchair. Of course, the cat's in the armchair. Only to discover that the cat is already napping in it. You frown a little in thought. This is not gonna end well. Your couch isn't at the best angle for optimal TV viewing pleasure, and you don't feel like pushing it around and having to put it back later. The only options you have left are to sit on the floor, or move the cat and reclaim your throne. Oh my god, we know what happens when we move the cat, so clearly we have to do that. Reclaim! You square your shoulders. Sorry, kitty, but that's my spot. You pick up the cat and place it on the floor. It's clearly upset with you. When you try to pet it as an apology, it dodges your hand and scampers away. Oh, it running into a dark hallway is never a good sign in this game. You shrug and put on a random movie before nestling into your chair. It's some horror film that you love to heckle from beginning to end. Oh no. I can already see where this is going. If any of you else can see where this is going, leave it in the comments if you think you know what it is. Before seeing it, at least. And if you're wrong, if we're all wrong, well, keep your comment there, I guess. It's some horror film that you love to heckle from beginning to end. Nothing but an endless string of pointless jump scares. Did the writers not know the meaning of the word subtle? What was that? Was that the bathroom? The cat must have gotten into the medicine cabinet or knocked something over. Calming your thundering heart with a deep breath, you pause the movie. I don't want to pause the movie. It's gonna lead to death. You pause the movie and get up to investigate. Whoa! The cat dashes between your legs from the hall. Fleeing the scene only makes you look guiltier, you know. You're even more reluctant to see the damages now. You just want to relax and watch a bad horror movie. You go into the bathroom and turn on the light. Just as you thought, all the stuff in your medicine cabinet is scattered on the tiles. You sigh. At least none of it looks broken or damaged. You crouch down to pick everything up. Click. Did the door just close? Did you bump it when you crouched down, or... Well, at least the cat can't come in and make more of a mess this way. The lights? Didn't you just replace the bulbs? They weren't faulty, were they? You never remember to hold on to your receipts for situations like these. You doubt you'll be able to get your money back. You stand up. You shake out the pain in your knees from crouching and open your medicine cabinet. By the way, I completely thought this was about to be a Ring situation just from the TV. I'm starting to see that this is a much different situation. If you're right, put a like the video or something. I don't know. Oh, seriously? Carefully, you place everything back where they belong, making sure nothing is missing. Am I wrong again? You close the cabinet door. Ah! You jump back, slamming against the wall, covering your mouth. You look back up at the mirror on the medicine cabinet door to see nothing. Nothing? What? What the hell? Something. Something was. You know you saw something just now. You know you did. Right? Oh, sorry. I don't know if either of these options actually lead to anything different, but okay. I saw something. Yeah, you. Oh my god, again. That got me again. You rush out of the bathroom and slam the door behind you without looking. You enter the hall and. No. No, 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 no! You shield yourself with your arm's end. Nothing. Nothing, again. You peek through your fingers and see. Just your usual hallway. You don't feel very good. You need to sit down. You know, I'm starting to think my cat drugged me. Snuck down some of the pills. You carefully make your way back to the dark living room, trying not to overwhelm your senses any more than you already have. Maybe you should switch. Maybe you should watch something a little more lighthearted. Or just lie down instead. You don't know. It's a little hard to think. You just need to sit down. Stumbling forward, you reach your chair. But your cat's there. I knew it. It's nothing. It's something. The cat's right there. It's nothing at all. Just the cat, sitting back in your chair again, looking up at you curiously. Don't act all innocent. I know you're evil cat. You ain't tricking me. But it's enough. Your heart lurches so harshly out of a mixture of fear and anticipation that it completely gives out. Your eyes roll up into your skull. You feel yourself falling back. Did I just have a heart? Oh, no, that's not nothing. You're dead before you even hit the ground. Ending 4. Ending 4. Real subtle. Well, I think I literally just had a heart attack. So, I guess let's see if... Yeah, definitely saw some... You went to the bathroom without looking. You went to the hall in. No. Cat. Okay, so it's just the same thing. Okay, load. It was this one? Sit on the floor. You decide to sit on the floor. The cat is a guest after all, and you pride yourself on being a good host, if nothing else. Well, at least you would you would if you ever had any guests over before. You grab a blanket and some pillows and make a comfy nest in the front of the chair. You pop in a random movie from your collection and can tell instantly it's one of your favorite horror films. You've seen it a few times already, but it never fails to get your blood pumping. A few minutes in and you're already invested, getting reacquainted with the story and characters. The scares won't come until later, but for some reason, you feel like something is watching you from behind. Yeah, the cat may be sitting on the chair. You know it's probably nothing, but you feel compelled to check anyways. You peek over your shoulder. Oh, that cat, you are not normal. Only to jump out of your skin, jostling a few pieces of popcorn out of the bowl in your lap. The cat is awake and looking at you. Sigh. You take a calming breath, recovering from your heart nearly lurching out of your chest, and immediately feel foolish. It was just a cat. Of course. It was so quiet you've forgotten it was right behind you, even though it's the whole reason you're sitting on the floor in the first place. You shakily pick up the remote, intending to rewind some of the parts you missed. However, as soon as you press the rewind button, the TV shuts off. Don't you just hate it when you accidentally press the power button instead of rewind? You blink, confused. Nothing else turned off. The kitchen's dim light was still on. The digital clock was still glowing, and the movie player was still rewinding. The power clearly didn't go out, so why? You feel a chill run down your spine as you catch the cat's reflection in a dark screen. It's still looking at you. Cat stares, silly. It's kind of their thing, right? And you're a new addition in its life. Of course it's going to study you closely to see if you're trustworthy. As you mentally reassure yourself, you turn the TV back on. What? The TV's on, but the movie isn't what's playing on the screen. It's you. You watch yourself frown on screen as you feel your brow furrow in tandem. It's like footage of you in real time, like you're being recorded. You feel the familiar sensation of your mind focusing on small details to avoid the bigger picture of your current situation. Avoiding the question of how this is happening, of who or what is doing this, and why. Suddenly, your mirrored self smiles and waves at you, all on its own. You don't wave back, too stunned to move. The you on the screen doesn't seem to mind, though. Is it gonna be like one of those things where, like this is like 5 seconds in the future, and if I don't wave, I just like break reality or something? It then stands up. It walks out of frame, and ah! A terrified yell rips out of your mouth before you can think to stifle it. On screen, in the chair, is the cat. But it's wrong. Yeah, that's a little bit wrong if you ask me. It's become a large swollen mass of black fur. Its twitching pulse arrhythmically with its slow, almost methodical breaths. Its mouth is a yawning entrance to a black abyss, framed by a set of teeth that look very, very sharp. Glowing eyes bulge all over its body. It's still looking at you, It doesn't even acknowledge your on-screen persona as they walk back into frame and pet it almost lovingly. Then, the you inside the TV touches one of the cat's fangs. You flinch at a sudden sharp pain in your palm. You look down and sure enough, your hand is bleeding. You're not particularly afraid of blood, but for some reason, the sight of it leaking out of you sends another chill down your spine. A thought, clear and terrible, flashes across your mind. It's not just the mutated cat in the TV that's watching you, is it? Don't look behind you, don't look behind you, don't look behind you, don't look behind you, don't look behind you. Don't look behind me. You watch helplessly as your on-screen self smiles and nods at you, almost encouragingly. They stand in front of the cat's gaping jaws. They look into the depths, the dark depths. And as you're torn between the horrifying realization of what's about to happen and the gripping wonder of what they see looking back at them from that deep, deep darkness, they jump in. Oh! Darkness is a sudden presence all around you, pressing in, holding you down, and yet you somehow also feel weightless. You can't tell if you're falling, but it doesn't feel like you're laying down or standing either. You feel warm. You feel cold. You feel everything. You feel nothing. You feel nothing. Ending 3. Silent film. I think we have time to do one more? Alright. So we've done all the things alone, I think? Yeah, we've taken a nap, watched a movie, and cleaned the apartment. And do something with the cat. What options do we got? Oh, I remember in one of them we were talking about cleaning the cat. Okay, so it seems like every option we choose ends up with 8 different options. Or 2 different options each. Both a good and a... No, I wouldn't even say good. A bad and probably worse somehow. Huh. Play with cat, clean cat, feed cat, or pet cat. You know what? We were talking about food, like, in one of the earlier bits of this. So, food. The cat looks hungry, so you decide to feed it. You're regretting not stopping food earlier. Exactly. As you don't have much left. Grocery shopping day is tomorrow after all. But tomorrow never came. You head to the kitchen and click your tongue, ensuring the cat follows after you. It leaps nimbly onto the kitchen counter and watches as you search for meal options. Let's see. You find some things that you'd expect. A can of tuna in the pantry. Some leftover meatloaf in the fridge. And... What? Huh? What's that? You realize there's a tightly sealed Tupperware on the bottom shelf of the fridge. You don't recognize it. A foul odor is leaking from the container. Whatever's inside can't be safe for human consumption. But the cat seems excited about it. Practically salivating over it. Still, you're the caretaker here. So what option do we want? You're the one who needs to decide what's best to feed a hungry cat. So you'll feed it. I have 3 options here. Okay, I want to save this because I know I'm gonna at least choose the 3 options for sure. Okay, it's done with tuna. Cats like fish, right? Shrugging, you take out the tuna for the cat and the meatloaf for yourself. You put the frankly ominous container back in the fridge. The cat looks a little disappointed. Tough. You'll need to dispose of this weird, whatever it is, later. You open the tuna and spoon it onto a small saucer. You put the saucer on the kitchen counter next to the cat. You don't think you should be encouraging the cat to eat it up there, but you figured it'll make up for electing not to feed it the toxic goop it wanted. The cat looks like it finds the tuna acceptable. You'll take it. Eat up, kitty. As the cat digs into its meal, you go about heating up the meatloaf in the microwave. While setting the time, you hear, huh? You turn and see that the plate is completely empty. Oh, that was quick. You need to pace yourself. Cat's progressively louder hiccups. What the? You watch baffled as the cat continues to hiccup, causing little bubbles to float out as well. Did you eat a bar of soap? What have I told you about that? And why is this animation oddly kind of cute? Little bubbles to float out of its mouth? Okay. That's okay. No, that's not okay. You know, I thought you had common sense before, but you do not. You can process this. I'm trying to process it, but yeah, brain isn't processing. Uh, it's not completely out of the realm of what's possible, right? You know what? Fair enough. We've had weirder things happen. Right. That's not to think too hard about it. Soon enough, the room is full of the floating bubbles. The cat releases a final tiny bubble before yawning and laying down right there on the counter. Well, glad you enjoyed it. The bubbles haven't left the room or popped. They seem to be pretty resilient. Wait, what? Now I want to stab him with a knife. What's that? As one of the bubbles floats closer to you, you see that there's actually something inside. It's tuna! A tiny, furry fish? Okay, that makes less sense, because is tuna furry? I don't know. I would assume not. This is just getting weirder and weirder. Yeah, I'm trying to process this. Still trying to process. Nope. Still, you can't help but marvel at the impossible wonder in front of you. You lift a hand. It's gonna be a piranha, isn't it? You extend a finger towards the bubble. Carefully press it against the surface. Ah! The little fish inside lashes out viciously sinking tiny fangs into your finger. It doesn't really hurt that much at first, but then... Ah! Ow, what? The pain starts to climb from your finger to the rest of your hand, past your wrist. Could it be some kind of venom? You fling your arm around and attempt to dislodge the fish, but... Oh no. Gah! You accidentally knock your arm into several of the bubbles floating around. More tiny, ravenous fish lashing onto your flesh. You stumble back out of pain and a sudden bout of dizziness, only to bump into more bubbles. More fish digging their teeth into your back. Gah! It hurts. You're getting dizzy. You've got to get out. You deliriously try to stumble out of the kitchen, but the entire room is filled with the deadly bubbles. By the time you collapse to the ground, you're absolutely covered in tiny, angry, biting fish. Your legs, your torso, your arms, your face. The pain is unbearable. You can feel it in your skin, and your teeth, and your eyes, and your hair end. And it's so consuming you can't even feel yourself convulsing or crying. You don't black out. Your eyes are still rolling up into your skull when you gasp out for your last breath. Ending 8. Fish out of water. Okay, that was definitely something. Well, let's feed the cat meatloaf, apparently. You get the feeling the cat won't be too impressed with anything that comes out of a can. And you're not about to feed it whatever the heck that toxic-looking sludge is. So it's settled. A tuna sandwich for you, and leftover meatloaf for your feline guest. You ignore the cat's disappointed meows as you put the weird container back in the fridge to dispose of later. You warm up the meatloaf in the microwave. I think it's ready! You place the now warm meatloaf on a saucer next to the cat on the counter. You don't think you should be encouraging it to eat up there. Didn't we? We already read all this part. The cat. There, now it's different. The cat looks like it finds this meatloaf. Interesting. Yeah, no kidding. We're feeding cats human food now. And next, we're feeding it literal toxic waste from the dump out back. Works for you. Eat up, kitty. As the cat digs into his meal, you go about searching for some bread for your tuna sandwich. You're so distracted by your search that you only just barely hear. Huh? You turn around and see that the meatloaf has only one, maybe two bites taken out of it? But more alarmingly, the trail of blood leading away from it. There seems to be a trail of something leading away from where the cat had been sitting. What's that? That's something. I see something there. Looks like a face. Two eyes, mouth. Is it like a meatloaf fish? Meatloaf something? Leading away from where the cat had been sitting. And off the edge of the counter towards the living room is that blood? You jump at the strange sound coming from around the corner. Hit a button again. Further into your apartment. You attempt to still your nerves. Taking a breath, you walk around the corner to head into the living room. Oh, splat. You stepped in something warm and wet and red. You resist the urge to vomit and step away from the trail of. You follow the trail into the living room and see that it leads into the hall. It's getting louder. It's definitely in the hall. You feel like you can hear your heartbeat. You hope whatever it is in the hall can't. Your body shakes as you feel yourself step forward. And forward. And forward. And forward. Oh, so I'm gonna just keep going. You peek around the corner. Nothing. There's nothing there. Oh, just like when we watch the movies. What? You walk further into the hall and see that the trail leads all the way down the end of it, but there's nothing there. You don't quite feel relief, but at least. Oh, it's behind me! You feel something wet and warm drip onto your cheek. Oh no, it's not behind me, it's above me! Something very warm. Run! You swipe your shaking hand across it and pull it back to see your fingers covered in something. Oh, nope. I'm being suffocated by. Oh. You look up and see what can only be described as a living meatloaf cat. Oh, I guess I wasn't too wrong. The entire ceiling of the hallway is covered in a thick, undulating, writhing layer of pulsing meat. How didn't I notice this when walking down the hall? At its center is a single glowing eyeball, frantically rolling around in every direction. Until it lands squarely on you. You try to take a step back, desperate to escape the hallway, to escape this thing, but before you can even scream, meaty tendrils shoot out and grab you. No! Let me go! They pull you up. They don't let you go. In fact, they do the opposite of let you go. They take you. And up into a pair of slowly opening jaws. And then jump. You know, Kat, if you didn't like the meatloaf, you could have just said so. Ending 9. Leftovers. I'm trying to think this cat probably could talk. Uh, um, this is not how this is supposed to go. It's, um, excuse me? In the days leading up to my meeting with it, I'd been obsessed with a memory. Something precious to me had found something precious to them. My best friend. My only friend. I was happy for them, truly. But then I'd been happy for others too. The others too. They promised it wouldn't happen again. It wouldn't happen to me again. That they knew how it felt to be told by someone you cared for that they'd outgrown you and your friendship. I really keep it moving in the moment. That they'd never, ever do such a thing to me. There's not a moment that passes now that I wish I'd risked the pain of their rejection and just believed them. But I didn't. I pulled away before they could, trying to protect my fragile heart, but it only hurt all the more. Selfish as it was, I'd wanted them to fight harder to keep me around. When it appeared before me, it promised to be just that. A friend that would never, ever let me go. A friend that would never, ever leave me. And all I had to do was promise the same thing in return. Ooh, there's more lore to this. You're walking. Right, of course. It's the first time in a while that you felt like going out. And you're actually glad you did. That is good. That's a good thing. Maybe good luck too. Yes, lucky. Lucky. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Lucky, lucky, lucky. I'm not feeling so lucky right now. I'm not clicking, by the way. This is clicking. This is like automatically going. I wasn't clicking for that. Or maybe it was. Okay, so I'm assuming I have to actually click this time. Fate. Ah. You tentatively allow yourself to feel excited for the possibilities of where you could go or what you could do. Maybe even who you could meet. You're so deep in thought that you almost miss it. Huh? What was that? Maybe that means. Wait a second! Maybe those things mean I have a new option that I could choose. Like, you know those, like, little question mark options I couldn't choose before? Maybe that means I could choose one of those. Curiosity guiding your steps, you follow the sound to the entrance of a lonely alleyway. The sunlight only just manages to reach down in between the tall buildings on either side. You timidly enter the alleyway and walk forward, the loose gravel and scattered debris on the ground softening in your steps. Finally, the sound source comes into view in the warm, almost ethereal light of the alley. At the end of the alley, in a big cardboard box, there's a cat. Okay, we've seen this part before. So, you look so familiar, right? You never take this thing home with you. Yeah, where's the question mark options? I know I've had options. What do you do? You are not ready. Yeah, you are not ready option. Anyways, I wasn't done with this yet. Mystery food. Is this really a good idea? Ugh, fine. If this is what you want. You open the container and... Ugh! You just barely managed to keep from throwing up. But just barely. The stench is overwhelming. Gulp. Yeah. Give me a minute. You hazard a look at the contents of the container, but you honestly can't understand what you're supposed to be looking at. Everything is just mashed together. Looks like beans. What exactly what exactly everything consists of is a mystery you're more than happy to keep unsolved. Different shapes, different sizes, different textures. Not the color though. All of it is the same color. The most unfortunate looking shade of gray you've ever seen. It's more like a brown with hints of green. And then just piss yellow, tinted with a nauseatingly wet green film over the top. Guess I wasn't wrong. Eh, am I supposed to warm it up, or? You don't really know how to serve it. Any utensil or plate that touches it is getting thrown out immediately. No exceptions. Your hands are going to be scrubbed with soap and hot water to within an inch of their lives after this. You decide against putting this crap in your microwave. You doubt it would taste or smell any better warm. Not wanting to hold it anymore, you shake your head and practically toss the container next to the counter. The cat enthusiastically dives for the toxic looking sludge, sniffing it as if saving the scent. You turn to the fridge and close it. You've lost your appetite. That's fair. So when you're about to head to the bathroom to wash your hands for the next hour or so, when... Oh. What? Ow! A sharp pain on your foot causes you to stumble. You catch yourself on the kitchen sink and look down to see that the tip of your sock is red. And the red is still slowly spreading to the rest of your sock. Are you bleeding? You quickly reach down and pull off your sock to see the damage. Ah. Oh! Your middle toe is gone. Hey, I was gonna flip people off with that. What the hell? It's just gone. Just a stump is left in its place, steadily leaking blood onto the floor. Ah. Ah. You clumsily step back, as if it would help you get away from what you were seeing. The blood trail simply follows your movements. 911. Am I just speaking 911 out loud? You have to call 911. Phone. Where is it? Where's the... Ah! Cough, cough. What? I'm... I'm assuming that mole's me then? Or a portal to me? Your tongue is... What? What's happening to me? You slowly look over to find the cat still eating, completely unbothered by your suffering. Not bothering to try and stop the blood from dribbling out of your mouth. You keep watching in a daze as the cat happily chews at a gross piece of me. Wait, that's... You look more closely at the mystery food in the cat's jaw. It looks vaguely familiar. It looks like a tongue. Ah, I see. Before you can even think to do anything to stop it, the cat dives into the container again and bites into a piece that kind of looks like a... Ah! Gah! You collapse on the floor, clutching your torso. You writhe around on the blood-streaked tiles, crying. Something inside you just... Blood pours out from deep within you. Whatever that was felt important. Yeah, that really felt important, guys. And now it's probably gone too. It hurts. It hurts so much. Stop, please. You weakly try to reach up to the cat on the counter above you. Your vision blurs from the efforts, from the pain, from your tears, from... Uh, uh, uh. Your eyes. Your eyes. You fall limply back to the floor. You're leaking blood all over. From all over. Your foot, your mouth, your insides, your eye sockets. You can feel your life fading away too. That's fine. If it means not feeling the pain of losing another part of you, then hopefully the cat will take its time eating your eyeballs and give you time to just. Ending 10. You are what you eat. Okay. We are 25 endings into the game now. And so far, I'm loving this game. And it is definitely giving me the chills, so do check this out on itch.io if you get the chance. But I will leave this here for now, and I will explore more later on. So, without further ado, I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye!